What's going on, you guys? It's your girl, UNITY, and this is Unity. This is not Unity. This is Dear Unity. So today is Labor Day. So it's the month of September, the best month of it all, because this is the month that a star was born. Somebody so special and rare that I'm just like pressure every time I see them. And it's me. No, I'm just saying. So this is the month. This is September. Today is actually Labor Day. I had went into work today because holiday pay. Stop playing. I'm gonna work every day holiday. I'm just like the the foreigners. I'm like 7-Eleven when it comes down to this money and work. And I'm all for it. So if you are new here, Dear Unity is basically it's an open video diary that I do. I really don't promote it because it's honestly for me to kind of like go back and look at what I was thinking about, what was my mindset and stuff like that. But you never know, I might say something that can like encourage you, or or something can be confirmation. So if you are not subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. I'm trying to get at least 1,000 subscribers by the end of December. I'm gonna be honest with you. I remember last year I was like, one of my videos of Dear Unity had, I ain't gonna say it went viral, but it honestly have like over 48,000 views on it. And this is the reason why I say YouTube and different other platforms are so tricky when it comes down to your progress, because like for example, I can, it's a certain type of requirement you need to get monetized on YouTube. But it's funny how one of my videos have over 48,000 views, but I only, in my watch hour views, it's probably like 1,600. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know if anybody else have been dealing with YouTube and been dealing with that. So now I personally, I just want genuine subscribers. I want people to look at whatever content that I have and they enjoy it or help them out in some type of way. Me personally, that's why if you are watching this video and you're trying to get into content, when it comes down to let's go back because this is a short. Uh, if you're trying to get into any type of platform or content and stuff like that, all I would have to say is be encouraged. Like, be encouraged no matter what's going on. I'm just gonna give you just a little bit. But yeah, just be encouraged because you don't know what can take off. So don't be basically closed-minded into taking stuff to another level. Far as like, say for example, I do uploads of like get ready with me, far as like what I'm wearing for today. They get views. I have done, crazy thing about it, my cooking videos get way more views than the things that I would have assumed that would have went viral. So you don't know what might attract people or what type of content that you can create that attract people to want to either subscribe or like or follow you. So don't be discouraged and only put your foot in literally one basket and be like, oh, I'm gonna wait till this take off. That's the worst thing you can do, because you don't know what might take off. I have seen celebrities, honestly, they be like, oh, I'm gonna what they be saying, y'all, they be like, oh, I'm gonna what they be saying? Oh, they be like, okay, for example, Jamie Foxx. I think Jamie Foxx was saying like one time he did an interview and he said the crazy thing about it, I was not trying to be a comedian. I wanted to be a singer. But he had comedian skills and he was in, he was dibbling and dabbling in it. But the thing that he wanted to take off the most was his singing career, but it didn't. But nevertheless, his comedy, and also not only his comedy but his acting had basically opened up the door for him to, for people, for him to get a name for himself. Now he has successful music, he's a successful actor, and he's a wonderful comedian too. So that's how I like it. But if he would have just had it solely on, oh, I want to be a singer, no, because if you even look back at some of Jamie Foxx's old videos, he was literally doing, like, he was singing and doing little jokes with his comedy. So people was like, oh, Jamie can sing, and sometimes it's hard to try to transition into, other things when you're already establishing one thing that people like. Like, for example, if they like you, they be like, oh man, you a comedian. So when you start trying to dabble in music, they don't want to take it serious. Or when you try to get into acting, if you're not playing a goofy role, they ain't trying to see it. But luckily, and by the grace of God, he stayed consistent. And honestly, he has been successful in all of them. So that's the same way when it comes down to any type of content that you have. Like, I'm trying to get out that mindset too. I was like, let me be more proactive when it comes down to my social media and stuff like that, even when it comes down to the things that I have accomplished. Because like I said and say, I have done things on Amazon, and as far as like doing me some planners, and I have a thing with procrastination, and that's like one of the biggest things, and that's personal. That's personal. And anybody who have looked at my YouTubes and my Dear Unities, y'all know I was in the process of moving. So that move and me trying to transition into like a bad area into something positive and better, oh my God, like that was a big change for me, because I came from staying somewhere where it was bully, gunshots and drug dealers and, like crackheads and different type of things that was so negative. I made it in my mind that I'm not going to live like this. I don't want to, be in this same mind frame, in this same area. And I honestly wrote down a plan. I can truly say that I have accomplished everything when it came down to me moving wise. And that's the reason why I feel like I have as much strength that I did now. When you somewhere where you don't want to be, whether it's a job or it's a living situation or a relationship, that trains you. Like when I tell y'all, I was staying over there, like I was staying in the area, and it was so bad to the point where I was like, I can't even, like, I just want to go to work. I ain't really too much like my job, but I was still working because at the end of the day, I need to pay my bills. But I was somewhere paying bills that I didn't want to pay my bills. And so now I'm physically and mentally drained, not only for work, I'm physically and mentally drained from just coming home. So it played the part on my mental too, because it was kind of like, man, like I'm tired. Talking about extra overtime, any type of thing. I never did want to stay. It got to the point where I was literally leaving work early. I was literally leaving work early, leaving money on the table, because I was so over it. I was so over, the job. I was so over where I stayed at. I was just like, it is what it is. And it put me into a bad state of mind. Now, crazy think about it, when you get something that you want, or you prayed about, or you manifested, or you put out there in the atmosphere and you receive it, you go 10 times harder to keep it. Yeah, I went from not even want to work a part-time job, like I'm not even gonna count. I couldn't even work an 8-hour shift without, I'm tired, I gotta go. I was like, I'm part-time queen. I was the part-time queen. Like, I didn't want to work. But now I'm somewhere where it costs a little bit more, but I'm happy. It's everything that I wrote down that I wanted. So now I went from barely can even work 20 hours a week to, one day, at one job, to now working 2 jobs. Now working, overtime. Now working on holidays, because I'm somewhere where I want to be. I have energy now. I have, the stamina and the energy to, because I'm like, man, I don't want to go back. I'm not even gonna lie, like I don't want to go back to where I was at. And if I gotta work hard to make sure I stay where I love it at, or I like it and I enjoy it, that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm thankful, I'm grateful for it all. So I said that to just let somebody know out there, if you are feeling discouraged when it comes down to your dreams, your goals, or anything that you have on your mind, like, let it go, put it down, and go for it. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? If you don't even go for it, or you don't even believe it, you know what I'm saying? Or you don't even, make for sure that, or at least put in the work to make for sure that it could happen, how would you know how would it ever turn out? I would have never thought I would have came from the hood to the suburb off of my income, off of me living. But I was trusting, I believing. It was nice that I cried and stuff like that. And I seen the growth. So being consistent is the key. Some people will support you just because you consistent. And the crazy thing about it, even when I look at other influencers and stuff like that, their biggest advice is be consistent. When it's good, when it's bad, when you feel like, no, you know what I'm saying, like it ain't moving as fast as I want to, be consistent. Because when I tell you, it's going to be people to support you only because they seen you been grinding and you been working for it since way then. Like I tell people all the time, it's people that I have supported just because I respect the fact. I'm like, dang, I remember this person like 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying, was doing this and they still doing it. Let me go on and buy a t-shirt. Let me go on and buy a candle. Let me go on and, do what I have to do to make for sure that, you know what I'm saying, this person, you know what I'm saying, just to show my love and support. It is free to support. What is it gonna hurt you to sit up here and tell somebody, oh, go subscribe to this person's channel? What is it gonna hurt you? Like, that is free. All they doing is clicking it. They ain't even gotta watch the person videos and follow them and stuff like that. All it is clicking it. What is it gonna hurt for you to have, for a person to be sitting over here giving you a coupon or a code so you can use to get a discount? But you don't want to get you don't want it because it's like, nah, they getting paid off of that. What does it matter? Like, you're saying, like, this person is helping you out, giving you a discount on some stuff. So you too busy pocket watching. We got to stop pocket watching. You would never, or just even, not even pocket watching, but goal watching too. We can't be so caught up on somebody else's life and what they got going on to the point where we lose focus on our own business. It's you mind your own business. So many of y'all ain't successful when you think about it because you know why? We too busy in other people's business. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's why even when it comes down to social media, you have to be careful with getting on social media every day. Now, granted, if that's something that you just watched on your spare time, that's cool. But it's for the people that actually have a business or they have priorities and different other type of stuff they need to be worried about. I guarantee you, if you take a break or you take out time to at least an hour a day to focus on something that you want to get accomplished, you'll be way farther off. You'll be way farther off than what you are now. And I'm saying that, but I'm actually talking to myself. Because honestly, that's just how I feel. Like, you got to get up on it. I can't blame nobody for not being successful. Because did I put in the work? Am I showing people that I'm grinding? Do I got that trunk out there pop, letting people know, oh, I got books, I got this, I got that, I got this? Yeah, am I putting in the pressure and the work of it all? So, yeah, I don't know. I just said that. Like, cause usually I give an update of what I've been going through, how I've been feeling. Cause like I say, this is a diary for me. But in reality, I just been working. I picked up 2 jobs, so now I'm working 2 jobs, just to kind of like just catch up on bills and stuff like that, responsibility. When it comes down to my love life, y'all, I told y'all a long time ago on one of these videos, it's pee in the water. It's a little tainted, you know what I'm saying? It's a little, you know what I'm saying, razzle dazzle, pee in the water. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Somebody didn't sprinkle some stuff in there. It's not good. And honestly, I really feel like that, me personally, I'm not in a rush for nothing. My taste, because I'm gonna keep it real, I'm gonna keep it 100. In July, I went celibate. I asked God to get me out of a certain situation with this person. And I was like, God, you know what I'm saying? You take the taste out of my mouth, take the desire, because I can tell that, this situation is mostly based on lust. You see what I'm saying? Like lust. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, as women, we can sit back and be swearing up and down like, oh, it's about this, and that. Sometimes we just want to get that, hit it and quit it too. And, when you dealing with that flesh, that is a dangerous thing to deal with, because then you put yourself in a position to not only be dealing with flesh, but also be dealing with emotions, because that comes with emotion. Let's just keep it 100. Let somebody be doing something to you, especially in the bedroom, somewhere it's supposed to be sacred, and they doing all this freaky dicky stuff. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be like, woo! But then also, it's going to bring paranoia. You're going to be overly jealous. You're going to be wondering, like, oh my gosh, like, if he did all this with me and we're not together, what about the other chicks? Or what if what about if he got a couple of more other people lined up? Or what he going to do when he really get in a relationship? And so that's the reason why I prayed and I asked God to remove a situation not only out of my life, but off of my body, like blocky. I really only easily ask that for anything when it comes down to friendships or goals or anything. If it's not meant for me to be blocky, I don't want to even have a desire for it no more. And so I've been celibate since July. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this is the month of my birthday. I always vowed I'm never gonna have, intercourse in the month of September, because I got two May babies. Two May babies. Like, both my oldest daughters are in May. And so therefore, in September, I was getting busy and I done had two May babies. So for the month of September, the door and everything is closed, shut tight. But even by me, relationship wise, and people be like, what are you looking for in a man? I don't even like to say, because I said I was going to write it down and, kind of put it out there, and I'm going to leave it at that. Because you have to be very detailed when it comes down to your goals, when it comes down to, you meeting somebody or wanting to settle down. You have to be detailed, because if you not, you're going to end up with a lot of rough draft. You see what I'm saying? You're going to leave up with a lot of shenanigans. So yeah. So love life is really on hold until I get myself together. And it's so crazy, because a lot of times I feel like people don't get that. Like, you can't tell a man that, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, that can be a good person, a good man. I'm going to tell y'all this now. Even for the men out there, take heed. Because some women are not as nice and generous to respect and have that type of respect for you, to not, like, lead you on. You know what I'm saying? Or try to milk you. And I hate that, because at the end of the day, I just feel like that, it's genuine people out there that want to love and, protect you and be there for you. And this goes for men and women. And you have people that will play on that. They will really play on that, and they'll take that to their advantage, knowing the whole time it's a motive for me even dealing with you. And I always said, I'm never going to deal with somebody for a motive. If I don't F with you, I'm not going to F with you. And that means I'm not going to, be petty and do stuff to come after you. I'm not going to even indulge in you or, lead you to believe. I'm not going to take things from you and accept things and, and go for this, and that. And then in the whole back of my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm just trying to get it. No. You know what I'm saying? Because I really feel like that karma is a mud. That stuff is going to bounce back on you in some way. It's going to hurt you, because you know why? It's gonna be somebody that you genuinely fall in love with, and they're gonna dog you out like you dogged out the people that was genuinely trying to love you. And in this day of time, we gotta be careful. I just seen a video where a lady had turned down a guy from a phone number, and he hit her with a brick, and her whole face is like messed up and distraught. But that woman didn't deserve that. But I'm just saying though, some of y'all are out here playing with people that are not stable in the head. And this goes for men and women. Like, nobody should be like, I love you to death. Death. Baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's scary to me. It's certain things that shouldn't attract you. It's certain things that you shouldn't even want to be looking into somebody when it comes down to toxic situation. So that's why my love life is on hold. I respectfully decline. And y'all know, if y'all want to get in the word say he that finds not she. So this goes for the men and the women. Like for the women, stop looking. What are you looking for? Why you want to look for a man? And then next thing you know, now you trying to persuade him to, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, maneuver around your life. You trying to mold him. You don't need to be trying to mold nobody. Because the man for you, you wouldn't have to mold somebody that is meant for you. And that's the same way for the men, you know what I'm saying? If you know you don't want to deal with a woman and you know that she's nothing that you really can respect and live without or something like that, let it be. Let it be. It's time out, because when it comes down to it, when it comes down to your health, when it comes down to, you know, your livelihood and stuff like that, it's going to come a time. And the crazy thing about it, would you rather have 20 women that you planting their tail, you know what I'm saying, and leading them on, or would you rather have one solid woman that you know for a fact, if I get gray, if I get sick, this person is going to be here, and they want me for who I am, not what I have, not what I can do. And so I don't know why I said all that, but I was just trying to like let that be known, because a lot of times when I tell people I'm single and they be like, well, what you looking for in a man, or what's wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with me, boo. Ain't nothing wrong with me, you know what I'm saying? P.O.P. Holding it down, I'm just saying. But I just honestly, I be wanting to work on myself. Like I just got into it with, I didn't get into it, but it's somebody that I'm close with. Man, I'm real close. He's a wonderful man. But the crazy thing about it is, like, in his mindset, he feel like I'm dodging him or I'm avoiding him. But in reality, man, I'm just trying to survive. I want to work, get what I want to get, get where I need to be, take care of my kids. I want to live. I'm not trying to depend on nobody. Like, and that goes for a man, woman, family, or whatever. I don't want to depend on people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to be like, at the end of the day, same way, if a man got this, and that, and he can bring it to the table, I want to be able to either match it, or if I can't match it, I want a man that can put me in a position to be like, at the end of the day, whether we together or not, you done learn something from me. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I just feel like if you don't have that fire and desire for a person, focus on yourself. Because a lot of us still don't know how to self-love. But that's a whole nother subject. So, yes. So, okay. So this month, I don't even think I did a Dear Unity for August. I probably did. And I think that, my emotions and everything was everywhere. Because I think the last Dear Unity I did, I was just like, I was in the process of trusting. You see what I'm saying? Like, trusting the process and trying to knowing that no matter what, it's gonna be okay. I wasn't, but now I'm in deep with it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't what's up with it. You know what I'm saying? What it is, yo. Oh, what's up? Can I? No, I'm just kidding. But them little vocals, let me sketch. But yeah, so this month I'll probably come back and do a Dear Unity, because I feel bad because I don't even really do them as much. But if you are watching this video on YouTube, please let me know. Y'all gotta understand, I love when people give me their feedback on stuff. It just really, you never know who's watching. But I was talking to somebody this morning, and it just made me so happy, because they was like, oh my God, I looked at, some of your videos, and you this and you that, and they just really encouraged me. And then on top of that, it's so funny because they was telling me about a video that I did, and I don't even remember the video, but now, honestly, I was like, I'm gonna stay up, tonight and look for that video. So if you ever watch any of my videos like that, I appreciate it if you like it. Or if you want to comment just to be like, hey, Queen, you understand, I enjoyed the video, whatever. Like, y'all don't know, like, that any influencer or anybody that does social media and put their life out there and being transparent, like, we feed off people energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the person can be having a bad day, but you sit up here and you tell them that you watched the video or you looked into something that they had and you enjoyed it and stuff like that. That goes a long way. I mean, it's one particular person I know for a fact. I look at this chick page every day. I don't know her personally. I have supported her when it came down to her business, But I love the fact she is so transparent. She is so like, I remember one time she said she was going to delete her page, right? I ain't never commented on nothing, but I had to comment. And I also inboxed her and said, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I watch your page every day. You are amazing. Please don't delete your page. Like, I love your transparency. You know, you're a wonderful person. And she ended up keeping it, but that's what I'm telling you. You know, like, when it comes down to something that you enjoy or something that you kind of like or whatever, let the people know. Because give people their flowers while they're here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure that I appreciate the people while they're here. And, you know, and I was able to say that because it's kind of like I hate to say all this type of stuff when they're gone and they can't hear it. You know, that's something that even when my aunt had passed away, and I'm finna get ready to go because I want to wrap it up. But my aunt Erica had passed away, and the crazy thing about it, you guys, I do praise dancing. You know, some of y'all probably seen the video, but I'm not as active on the praise dance. Like, I really do it, but I kind of like, you know, stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just do it for special occasion. But I never forget, she came to the church on 5th Sunday in my church. It was Women Day, and I was doing a song called Alabaster Box. And it's so crazy because I forgot to even tell her that we was having a program, but she came through the door anyway. And then I was up there telling her, she was saying about me, I was like, well, I'm glad you came because this the last time you're going to see me dance because, you know, I'm doing the dance, but, you know, I'm coming out of retirement one night only. And she was laughing at me. And so then next thing you know, I did the song, and then I came back on the pew. And she had gave me a kiss, and she was just like, I really did enjoy that. She was in tears, and she gave me a kiss, and she was like, I'm so glad I seen it. And that was my last interacting with her. And, you know, she passed that following Sunday. And the crazy thing about it, I just began to say, God, I thank you because, you know, sometimes we don't get to express ourselves to people and tell them, but I was so glad that that was the last image that I have of her. And then if anybody know that song Alabaster Box, like, you know, you wasn't there. You know, like when some of the lyrics, you wasn't there. You the night that Jesus sent me, you doesn't know. Look, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm butchering the song. But it was basically saying, like, you wasn't there. You don't know what God has brought me through. And she dealt with a lot of, like, you know, sickness and different type of stuff, in and out the hospital, lupus, all type of things. And so for me to dance that particular day, and that to be the last time I seen her and the last time that she was literally in my presence, I just began to say thank you, God. So I just want to let y'all know, like, if it's somebody special or just anybody, appreciate them while they here. Appreciate them while they here. You know, check on your strong friends. Check on the people that, you know, y'all always feel like they got it and got to get together and they got all the money and da-da-da-da. Because I guarantee you, a simple, hey, how you doing? That will make their day. Especially when they so used to people always wanting or trying to get something, or anytime they call with all this, a simple, hey, how you been? What you doing? It's nothing. Send a little gas money, you know what I'm saying? Let them know you on my fine. Even if you can't do nothing. But I guarantee you sometimes that, how are you doing? What you been up to? Can go a long way. Can make a person day. So remember, peace, love, and unity. We're going to wrap it up. So I'll probably be back once I get a little bit more details. But I want to at least drop this video to let y'all know. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys if you sat through this long video of me rant. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you not, go look at my link tree. Go subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you gotta do. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? We here with it. So love, peace, and unity. Bye bye, y'all.